Hi, it's Phil from Tech for Techs. Today we're looking at these Even Better lights. When I say Even Better, that's their actual name. They're called evnbetter, so evnbetter LED lights. And basically what they are, they're RGB lights, but they have this special sort of strip. They're a bit deeper than normal, so a lot thicker. But when you're saying that, they're a hell of a lot brighter. It is seriously like a disco inside the case. To be honest, the camera pictures don't do it justice because they're that bright. The camera can't even actually focus properly on the lights, and it's sort of blinding it when the lights are flashing and so forth, even with the lights turned down in the room or on full. Okay, today we've got this strange looking combination of devices in, and at first I wasn't 100% sure exactly what it was supposed to be other than some usual RGB lights, and that's what it really looks like, to be honest with you. You've got your controller there, a standard LED strip of ×2, which is 60 centimeters long. Then you've got two extra wide ones at 60 centimeters long, and then you've got a thin one at 180 centimeters long, so that's pretty long. But these two are slightly different design. They look like they're a bit wider and thicker than your traditional LED strips. It'd be interesting to see how this actually goes. But these are basically made by a company called Even Better, spelled EVNBETTER. In basics, they say they're a multifunctional light controller with flexible digital RGB LED strips, which, to be honest, at first glances and first sounds, it sounds pretty much like any other LED strip, to be honest with you. They're flexible and plug in and you put them in a controller and away you go. But we're going to have a look at these in a bit and see exactly why they're different. If they're as good as the name suggests as Even Better. Okay, let's have a quick look at the boxes. They've all got different numbers on them, so that identifies which one they are, so it's easy to know which ones you've got and which ones go together, I suppose. So this is the 101. Which is the controller. You've got the 1.03, which is 2 × 60 centimeter strips. You've got the 3.03, which is an extra wide 2 times strips at 60 centimeters, and then you've got the 2.04, which looks like it's 180 centimeter strip. So on the back you can see the controller there, the two strips, and you can see the connector cables there. It looks like you've got a SATA connection there for the power. You've also got two connectors there. I'm guessing one's going to be for the LED strips, and then the other one is going to connect to your RGB motherboard. On the back of the other boxes, looks pretty straightforward. It just shows you a picture of the strip there, how the two connect together. This one, it shows you a bit more information about how wide the actual LED strip is, and as you can see it says 1 centimeter by 2 centimeters, so that's quite a big strip. And then on the other one again it shows you there, but that one is 0.6 centimeters by 1.2 centimeters. Otherwise the boxes are, to be honest, they don't give you much information about exactly what they do. I think it's pretty straightforward thing. It says a light controller, but I don't know, it's just missing something to make it obvious what these things actually do. I suppose if you know what you're getting, then it's fine, but if you don't and you saw it in the box, you would look at them and go, what are these things? Right, this table probably looks like a bit of a mess at the moment, but I've tried to keep it as organised as possible with all this stuff on here. Basically, this is what comes in the 101 box, this comes in the 103, this comes in the 303, and that comes in the 2.04. So it gives you a rough idea. These boxes are very similar. When I say very similar, it's got exactly the same things in them apart from the actual LED lights. That's the only difference, with the exception of the 3.03 didn't actually come with a manual, but otherwise the other items did. But first of all, we'll have a look at the first box, which comes with a controller. So this is the controller itself. It's got 4 buttons on it. We'll figure out what exactly these buttons do in a bit. And then you've got a long enough cable here, which comes with, as we said, your SATA power connection there. You've also got a 3-pin RGB or digital RGB, or depending on how addressable RGB, however you want to call it, it's the 3-pin type connection for the newer type of RGB lights out there. And you've also got another connection there to plug into the lights itself. So that one will go on your motherboard if you've obviously got your RGB connection on there, or addressable RGB connection should I say. That one would go into the LED lights like so, and then you've also got another connection just there to add another lot of RGB lights in as well. So that seems good. And you might be saying, oh yeah, but if this is all inside the machine, how do we change the lights? Well, you can change the lights on here, and I'm guessing you can do it through your motherboard software as well. But the good thing, it's got a backing plate with it, so you could actually feed the cable in through the back of your machine and put the backing plate on your machine, and that'll go in there like that. So it keeps it nice and tidy, so you don't have to worry about where you're going to have your cable going. So you can adjust the lights at any time you wish. Also, the LED lights, to be honest, look like pretty much standard LED lights. They're magnetic, so they obviously stick together and they'll stick to cases and stuff like that, which seems pretty standard. And they've got little caps on the end, so you can see there. You could, in theory, I would have thought, being able to string them together, but we'll have a look at that in a bit. They do come with little sticky pads as well, so that's advantage, because if you were wanting to stick it to a case or something what isn't metal, should I say, and it won't stick on with the magnets, you can actually use the 3M stickers in there to actually attach it, which is good. You've also got extra cabling, so it looks like you've got a male to female. You've got a RGB splitter as well. Well, you've actually got 2 males to females and a third male to female at various different lengths. So that looks interesting. We'll plug those in a bit and have a look what they're like. So let's have a quick look at the LED lights that come with this one. They're pretty much exactly the same as the ones that come with the controller pack, but they're 60 centimeters long. And again, it comes with 2 cables, so your male to female there, and then also another male to female as well. And you've got your sticky pads, so it's pretty straightforward. Now this is where it gets interesting. You've got your next light. This is the extra wide one. There's actually 2 of them, and these are 60 centimeters long, so gives you a rough idea. So that's how long they are. You can see the connections on the inside there to plug in your ARGB cables, which it comes with, and it also comes with plenty of different stickers, and it looks like mounting brackets as well. So that looks pretty cool. But that is one hell of a weird looking RGB light. From what I'm guessing is it's like this because they're going to be extra bright, and it'll give you more of a gradient effect rather than little lights going across. I'm guessing it sort of fades across. Hard to say though. And I'm guessing because of the depth of them, they're going to be pretty bright. So the lights itself will come out of this bit and not that bit, or that bit, or at least that's my theory. And we'll have a look at that in a few minutes. And then the 2.04 pack is identical again to this, but you've got one cable which isn't the extra wide, so it's a little bit thinner. The lights are going to be on that one, but it's 180 centimeters long, so that's basically the size of an average man. Yes, some men are more average than others, we'll get that joke out of the way, but basically it's the height of an average person, so that gives you an enough idea how long it actually is. And again, you've got your fittings in there, and it looks like you've got some stickers as well as fittings what you can attach to different places to hold it down. Okay, let's go through a few of the settings on this. As you can see, we've got sort of an RGB effect at the moment. Sort of sweeps in, so that's pretty cool. You can go on there And again, it's roughly the same sort of thing going the other way. So you've got sort of a rocking back and forth. Looks like that one is sound. So you can have it on music and it flashes along with your music. You've then got this one here, which is sort of the same thing again, but slightly different. And again, this looks like that one's off because it's not doing anything. And now you've got like a slightly dancing. And you've got dancing and flashing. As you can see, there's lots of different effects. You don't have to have them on these colours. You can choose whichever colour you want, and you can have all those effects on specific colours. So red, green, blue, and so forth, which is pretty good. You can change the brightness, and you can also change the speed as well. So you've got quite a few different options on there. There's quite a lot. And obviously there's lots of different cable types as well. And because of all the different cable types there are, you can basically choose a design what's going to fit your needs. So you can go for the thinner strips, which are a bit like this, which you can actually attach one of them to the box while you actually change the LED lights, which you use externally from the case, and actually stick it on the bottom of your case, or even on the bottom of your monitor or across your desk or whatever. And obviously those lights then team up with what's inside your case. So it's a pretty good idea, and to be honest, I can't say I've seen anything exactly like this around on the market. I'd say they're sort of nearly revolutionary. The only catch is with RGB lighting, they've got these daft 3-pin, 4-pin connectors which tend to bend easy and can break. They can also unplug very easily from the boards. I wish someone would come up with a different way of connecting RGB connectors to a motherboard, a bit like SATA connections these days, have clips on them and so forth. It would be a really good idea. But otherwise, these are really good lights. I'm not a big fan of RGB myself. I prefer maybe a little bit of colour and so forth, but if you are one of these people who loves the RGB effects and wants to stick a lighting across your graphics card or across the top of the case, underneath the case, the back of the case, your back of your monitor, even underneath your desk, you can do all this with this stuff, and it's very simple to do, and it's just on one little controller which you've got there, 4 buttons, and it pretty much does it all.